Welcome everybody to another episode of Latif's Inspired. I'm going through my one pot dishes and this is a popular Indian restaurant classic. Check this out. Chicken Bhuna, nice thick sauce without the base gravy. As I mentioned, anybody can cook this at home. This is just literally half an hour, 35 minutes, and you're going to get this amazing restaurant quality dish at home. Now to see this recipe, first of all, just make sure you hit the like button. It helps the video push it up the algorithm and I personally appreciate it. And if you enjoy what I do, make sure to share the content as well as put in the comment section if there's any dishes that you want me to cook. I'm going through a nice series of simple dishes that you can make at home, like one pot without the base gravy, really easy for anybody to follow. So watch till the end for me to taste this amazing recipe, Chicken Bhuna. Beautiful. Right, so I'm using chicken thighs. You can easily use chicken breast, no problem whatsoever. Spice mix ready. I'm going to be using punch prawn. You guys, if you don't have punch prawn, you can use cumin. All my lovely ingredients are ready. Loads of ginger and garlic. Let's start cooking. Bismillah. 1 tablespoon of pure butter ghee. 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Right, I always try to keep it simple for you guys. So simple garam masala, 2 cardamom pods, you can smash it, whack it in. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches of cinnamon stick, which is the cassia bark, and 1 bay leaf. Someone asked me what is bay leaf for. It just releases lovely aromatic fragrance as well as nice sweet flavor. It's very good garam masala. Right, as a Bengali chef, I like my punch prawn. This is a mix of 5 different garam masalas, cumin, fennel seeds, kalanji, etc. So I use just for nice, this gives a lovely, this is a garam masala, this gives a fantastic flavor. So a teaspoon. If you don't have punch prawn, you can just use cumin seeds if you wish. Right people, I have about 230 grams of just diced onions, roughly, it's no problem. This is a Bhuna dish, so it needs a nice thick gravy. So this Bhuna onion is going to be lovely texture and obviously flavour. So onions go in. I like using a lot of ginger and garlic. This ginger has been out for quite a while. It goes a bit green. This is fresh. That's just been smashed in a pestle and mortar, as well as the ginger. So this is about 30-35 grams of garlic and about 20 grams of ginger. Bismillah. Salt. About 1 good teaspoon. Salt to taste. You can add more or less. 1 is perfectly fine. Salt's just going to soften up the onions quicker. I'm cooking it on a high heat and the onions takes about 10-12 minutes to soften up. You can use a little bit of water a bit later. However, I just want that fried flavour from the oil, so I'm just going to cook it like this for a bit. Right, it's been a few minutes. As you can see, the onions and garlic's got that lovely fried flavour and it's caramelised quite well. Put half a cup of water. Just deglazes the pan, and all that ginger and garlic, you don't want that burnt taste. So this water at this point, it just helps soften everything up, and basically you won't get that burnt taste from ginger and garlic and onions. Now I'm going to put the gas to a medium, put a lid on and let these onions and everything soften up for a further 5 minutes or so. As I said, this takes about a good 10 minutes process to get that perfect. So let's wait and be a bit patient. Right, beautiful chefs. Now, the onion's been cooking away for 8 to 10 minutes. There you go, softening up beautifully. The water sort of evaporated. There we go. And it's come back to the oil. So that's a fantastic trick for you guys to use. Lovely when you get that caramelized flavor. It's absolutely beautiful. Now chefs, these are the spices. You don't want it to be too hot, however you want it to have lovely flavor. So I'm using just 2 teaspoons of curry powder. Again, these spices are going to be in the description box. I'm going to try to put the grams in for you guys to make it nice and simple. So 2 teaspoons of curry powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is general chili powder, but this is the extra hot one. If you like it Madras strength, add 2 teaspoons. If you want it Vindaloo, add 4, etc. This is half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. I love Kashmiri chili. It just gives a lovely color as well as flavor, but it's not as hot as the chili powder. So let's put that in. Bismillah. Let's make this curry flavorful. As you know, I love to hit the spices into that oil, so it just wakens it up, because spices can get a bit damp. This is about 220-230 grams of tomato puree, seeds. There you go. Can you see that? Seeds and skin and all. This gives a lovely flavor as well as color, and I use this for texture of the gravy, because it's not base gravy dish. This is one pot dish, so all of these elements is going to create a lovely thick sauce. And Bhuna is meant to be nice thick, so it's on a low gas, and let this cook for a good 5 minutes. Keep an eye on it and come back to it shortly. Right, so it's been a good 5 minutes. Now, as you can see, the oil has started to separate. There you go. Can you see that? Wonderful. Now this is 500 grams of chicken. Well, I've used chicken thighs here. Put a lid on, come back to it in about 5 minutes, but just keep an eye on it. Right, chefs, the chicken has been in there for a good 5 minutes. I gave it a stir just about a couple of minutes ago. Let's have a look. Wow. So the chicken is sort of changing in colour. Heat was on a high. I'll put it on a medium. Let's give this a little stir. Wonderful. These are 4 green chilies. Now this is traditional Bangladeshi style BIR Bhuna. So just take the tips off, which releases the flavour, and the green chili is going to stay whole. So they go in, and this is 1 cup of boiling water. This is going to help the chicken and everything cook, and it's going to reduce down. Wonderful. Now put it on a high heat. This is Kasoori Methi, about a good teaspoon, got a good 2 pinches, guys. This gives that lovely umami, nice little bitter flavour. Garam Masala, good 2 pinches. Wonderful. 1 tomato to 4 wedges. Put a lid on, and we'll come back to it in about 5-10 minutes. Keep an eye on it. Right, my beautiful chefs, that's been cooking away, and I can see some of the oil has separated. It's been a good 10 minutes or so. Let's have a look. Yo, that's amazing. So a good 15 minutes or so since the chicken's been in there. That oil has risen to the top. You see it there? Yep. Wonderful. So now, turn the gas off. Give it a nice mix. Lastly, chicken Bhuna, proper British Indian restaurant classic, one of the most popular dishes on the menu. This is cooked without the base gravy, nice thick onion tomato sauce. Look at that, you can still see those onions. This is a proper Bhuna onion, chicken cooked to perfection, wedges of tomato, lovely aromatic spices. This is gorgeous. Now let's give it a try. Right, beautiful chefs. Now I know you guys been sending me so many messages on Facebook, Instagram, and it's quite overwhelming how everyone's been trying the chicken madras, the chicken pathia. I need to do the chicken dansak as well, but I thought, you know what, let me cook a dish which is very popular with everybody. It's not too hot but very flavorful, but my take on it. So the punch prawn that I've used, that gives it a lovely Bengali sort of flavor. Chicken Bhuna everybody does. I've got quite a few chicken Bhunas on the channel. However, this is really simple, and I personally enjoy this one, and I think you will as well. So let's give this a taste. I mean, look at that. There you go. Chicken, thick sauce. I'll let go of the chili, and let's give this a try. Bismillah. Wow. This has got the works. So this is the famous thick Bhuna sauce. See it there? Yep. The onion gravy. That tomato built that thickness in the sauce. Slight little tang sweetness from the tomato. This is very Moorish. And this just with some rice or naan bread, chapati, roti, even pita bread. This is a chicken Bhuna that you must try. And if you enjoy what I do, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos at Latif's Inspired. And thank you, really appreciate all the support that you give me. It actually gives me confidence to make a few more. And I do want to go out to a few of the restaurants. However, I'm personally a bit busy. So when I get a chance, I will do. And if you, I went to this Somalian restaurant, really enjoyed the food. Video's doing quite well. Have a look at it. I think it's titled Ever Tried Somali Food. This is in London. I really enjoyed the experience. And I like to show you something a bit different than everybody else. My food as well, I try to be unique and different than everybody else. I don't like following the trend, etc. I like to make the trend, and I really care passionately about what you do at home, because when I started this channel, it was about teaching people to get quality food that you can cook at home, and the pandemic, etc. the channel just hit the roof, so it was fantastic. So the concept's still the same. Simple ingredients to create the best quality dishes. Chicken Bhuna. See you soon for the next one.